Hello everybody, my name is Alex Leba, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some Chucky news. It has been announced recently that they are currently developing a Chucky TV series. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you would know that I am a massive die-hard Chucky fan. It is my second favorite horror franchise. Don Mancini, the man who wrote every single Chucky movie to date, as well as directed Seed of Chucky, which was bad, and directed Curse of Chucky, which was great in my opinion, and directed Cult of Chucky, which was bad. Anyway, he has stated that they are in active development of developing a Chucky TV series. He was kind of vague on the details. He said that it was going to be an 8-episode long, hour-long miniseries. And he said that they're going to keep the Child's Play name, which I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. At first I thought like, oh, maybe he means that like they're going to use Child's Play in the title, which if that's the case, I don't know what it would be called. Or he means that like it's going to have the same feel, you know, and vibe as the original movies, like the original 3, which, you know, if they're going for that, I'm all for that. With this new series, I really hope that they go back to the simplicity of the first 3 films, and they did that in Curse of Chucky, which, in my opinion, was so refreshing. It was such a good movie, in my opinion. Of course, you know, it's not a great movie. There are some negative aspects to it. But, like, I really liked how that movie took it back to the simplicity of, you know, it's just killer Chucky in a house trying to murder, you know, a family. That movie, in my opinion, was so good. Like, tied up so many different things. It didn't tie up everything, obviously, but, like, I really loved that movie. Anyway, I really hope that they go back to that, you know, simplicity of the first 3 films in Curse. The original trilogy is great in my opinion, which, as a side note, I don't understand why people don't like Child's Play 3. I personally like it more than the second movie, a little bit. Whenever I hear people talk about the third movie, it's like, it's not very good. It's like, why? It's a fun movie, you know, and like they tried to do something different, you know, with the military academy, which, like, that's what I like about this franchise. Like, every, you know, installment is completely different from the last to try to keep it fresh. I mean, that's what Don Mancini said. I think it's a really good idea. I think they're really going in the right direction with it. I'm going to talk a little bit about Cult of Chucky here. I was just so angry at the fact that they overcomplicated everything and introduced new rules to the universe and, like, just really like took the simplicity out of it. And, like, a lot of it didn't make any sense. There's so many plot holes. And Chucky doesn't even barely have a motivation in this movie. Like, his motivation is just to wreak havoc, and that's it. At the end of this movie, of course, no spoilers, like I said, it opens the door to so many different possibilities. I really didn't think that, like, they had anything in mind for the next movie. I just thought that was just, like, an ending just to, come out of left field, and like not too much thought was put into it. I thought that, you know, it was just a random thing that, you know, just came out of left field that they weren't that they didn't really have a plan for. But then, like, in interviews for Cult of Chucky, like, people asked, like, so, like, how much of the 8th do you have planned? Or, like, do you have anything planned? He said, oh, I have a plan. It's a lot. But then he announces this mini-series. I'm like, that's what you meant by that, Donnie. One thing I said in my Cult of Chucky movie review was that the new rules to the universe, it just really opens the door. There could be Chucky movies forever. Like, you know, like they established in this movie, basically, that there's not going to be a concrete ending to this story. It's just going to keep going and going. And I didn't really like that aspect of it. I thought that this completely, like, not completely tarnished the series. I said that it's possible for them to pick themselves up after this. I feel like it would be much easier for them to do that now that they have a TV miniseries, because you can fit so much more into there. I really hope that they manage the time, make every episode very eventful. I think this would work best on Netflix. Also, this is gonna be kind of a mainstream thing to say. Andy Barclay needs to be in it. I thought that character was very underutilized in Cult of Chucky. It would be great if Catherine Hicks or Chris Sarandon came back from the original Child's Play and had, like, even if it's just a cameo role, I would still love to see their characters again. Now, I think this is a really good idea, but in my personal opinion, I would have rather have seen a Saw TV series continuing after the events of Jigsaw. I know this video isn't about Jigsaw, but I thought I'd briefly talk about it. At the end of Jigsaw, they basically, like, you know, left the door open for another movie or, you know, more sequel possibilities. And, you know, like, I think that, like, a mini-series to maybe not end the series off, but sort of, like, you know, tie up a bunch of loose ends and stuff like that, you know, from the series, because there are so many, and, you know, like, also possibly integrate Dr. Gordon into it. Anyway, guys, in conclusion, I'm a diehard Chucky fan, and I cannot wait to see this miniseries. I really think it's possible for them to fit, you know, a lot in here to, you know, make it, you know, a very satisfying continuation of the story. Okay, guys, this is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Alright, guys, I'll see you later.